Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So again, today's a bit of a different video as me sitting down talking to the camera is not something that I normally do. But here we are today and I'm going to I'm here to give you a life update because as you can see, this is not my usual setting for my videos. If I'm in my room or if I'm doing vlogs or if I'm starting or ending a video, I'm not normally here. But this is now my new bedroom. So a lot of things has happened in such a small amount of time, especially in June. June has been mental. Literally everything has happened in June. So it started off, obviously I had Disney in June. And at the start of June, I was sort of like, I think it's time that I hopefully try and get some media jobs. So I've been applying for a while. And currently I'm in Essex, in London, and it's very random, but we are here now because Lee, my boyfriend, lives down here, and obviously if I want to get a job in London, this is the best place to be. And funnily enough, I do actually have a job in London, so I've moved out and started a new job all within 3 days of each other, which is scarily weird for me especially. So yeah, I've moved to London and I work in London now, which is crazy. So sort of how this all began was I was on LinkedIn and I just happened to find this job for this company called Little Dot Studios. So the Little Dot Studios are sort of the next generation producer and broadcaster type place, and they manage over 100 global YouTube channels basically. So any channel that you see, like, I don't know, the Love Island ones, the Good Morning Britain ones, any commercial sort of channel, they most likely run and own. And when I saw this, I was sort of like, this is really cool because I love YouTube and I don't think I've seen any job that sort of involves YouTube. So I was like, So I sort of looked at it and it was like, I think there was a job going, I can't remember what it was, but it was something to do with the YouTube channels, editing it, I think, doing stuff for it. And I was like, I want to do that. But working nights and shift work, I couldn't apply when I saw it. So I was like, well, it's open till the end of May. I'll apply when I have a second. So by the time I got down to sit down and apply for it, the position had closed, and honestly, I was so annoyed. I was like, I cannot believe this. This is the one job that I wanted. I was so annoyed. I was ranting to Lee. I was like, for God's sake, can't believe it's shut already. I've not had time to do it before, blah, blah. So I put the job alerts on for Little Dot Studios and then thought nothing of it. And then about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I got a notification like there's a new job at Little Dot Studios for operations assistant. So I was like, right. So I read through it and it was like you'll just be creating and editing content for like a certain section, like ITV, F1, children's channels, all of them in a different section, just creating content, doing all the files for it, keeping organised, doing all that. And I was like, I want to do it. So I kid you not, it was a Sunday night, I was at Lee's and we were meant to be having a nice weekend. I was like, I need your laptop, I'm writing my CV. I took my CV with me just in case, put it all on a memory stick, and I applied on a Sunday night because I wanted the job so much. And applied, all was good. Then come the Tuesday, I was in the hairdressers and I just happened to go into my emails and I had an email back and they were like, we'd like you to come for an interview on Thursday or Friday. I was like, oh my gosh, because this was the first time anyone had ever actually replied. And I was like, oh. So I sent a screenshot to Lee. I was like, oh my God. And came home, I was like, Mum, I'm going to London for an interview. But I couldn't do Thursday or Friday because Thursday I worked days, so I couldn't get it off because I was a manager, so it would have been too difficult to get it covered. And Friday I worked nights and it was too soon for anyone to be able to cover me. So I said, I'm off next Wednesday, is it possible to do it then? So they're like, yeah, that's fine, come in next Wednesday. So I booked all my trains, I came down to London and I went for the interview, which, if anyone knows me, I am really not the type of person to be like, yeah, I love travelling to new places by myself and doing things by myself like that. It was terrifying. Not only was I going for an interview, I was going for one in London where I had no idea where anything was, by myself. And I was like, I don't know, but I did it. I made it. It was really good. As soon as I walked in, they have all their YouTube plaques that they've got all hung up, and I was like, this is incredible. How many do you have? And they were like, yeah, a lot of them we don't get to keep either because obviously the actual channels or companies that they work with want to keep it, so that was just a fraction. I was like, this is incredible, I found my heaven. And they just moved to this new office, it was all nice and spacious, and I was like, oh. So I had the interview and it went really well. Like, everything they were saying, I was like, yeah, I would do it like this, and they were like, that's really good because that's what we're looking for. And I never thought that this YouTube channel, me just making videos, would help, because I was like, yeah, I could tell you all the analytics. I know how to edit on Premiere because that's how I edit these videos. I know how YouTube works. I know YouTube Creator Studio. Like, it was just like perfect, and I was like, I need this job, please. They were like, right, well, we'll send you out an email as to whether you've got it, because we've still got a few interviews, because they had over like 250 applicants. I was like, oh, how am I going to ever get this job when all these people, the only thing I have is a degree. I have nothing else. I have no more experience. And I was like, I 250 people, how am I going to manage this? So I was like, well, I was like, it went well, and I could feel it was good, but whether it was good enough, I didn't know. So I thought nothing of it, and I came home. And then I was waiting a few days and a few weeks, and it got to like a week, and I was like, oh my God, this is so nerve-wracking. I hadn't heard anything. I was like, oh, is this good or bad? And then they wanted to get in touch with a few of my references, and I was like, oh. So I sort of knew it was sort of still going all right, because I hadn't heard anything bad yet. But in this time, I was also just doing more research. I was having a look at what they did and looking on their website, which I'll move over. I'll pop their website here. So this is what the home screen looks like. And then if you go on their originals, they've got some cool things. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Drones in Forbidden Zones, but it's a really cool series of like just drones in different places. They filmed that. They also did, for all you YouTubers out there, Rise of the Superstar Vloggers, which actually had Alfie Days and Jim Chapman in. It was a while ago, but I know my family watched it on TV, and obviously we had no idea it was these who created it. There they are, look. And Tyler Oakley, yeah, he was in it. And they just do so many cool things. So these are all their things that they produce. And Channel 4 Random Acts, that was quite big while I was at uni, I think. And I got quite into watching it because they are really random, and it was really cool. I did enjoy it. And the channels they have, just look at how many channels they have. These are all their channels. They've got tons. I was quite intrigued by the kids. I was like, I don't mind doing some of the kids channels. And then yeah, they've got all the YouTube channels, and they're just quite incredible. And it's insane how much it has grown from it's not a big company. It's just, I think it's grown. They started it 2 years ago, and it has grown to become massive. Like, they have between, I think it's 51 and 200 employees now, which is incredible for a media company in London to grow that big and that fast. It's amazing. That's what I said. I was like, you've done so well to do this. Long story short, a week and 2 days later, I get a call whilst I'm on the way to Butlins that says, you've got a job. We want to offer you the job. And I was like, I was in the car and everyone was looking at me. They were like, is that them? I was like, yeah. And it was so, I was like, thank you. So they told me my job would be working with ITV morning shows primarily. So my team is, or the team that I'm part of, is obviously not my team, but that I'm working with are in charge of Good Morning Britain, Lorraine, Loose Women, This Morning, Emmerdale, Coronation Street, Judge Rinder, Love Island. I think that's it, I believe. So mostly morning shows, but then we've also got Emmerdale and Coronation Street, which is incredible. So the general job role is we all get a set programme, so like Loose Women, Lorraine, all of that, and you get sent all the clips from that morning when we get into the office. They're already downloaded onto our server. We get them, we cut out the best 4 or 5 bits from each one. We think of a title, think of a description, design a thumbnail, put an in and out, end cards. We just design the clip how they want it, send it off to our managers. They come back with any spelling mistakes, anything they think we could do better, different title, all of that. Send it off to ITV review, then they come back, tell us what, again, if they like it, if they don't, etc. And then we upload it to the YouTube channel of the corresponding one, and then that's that's that. But it's a really exciting job because it's incredible. Like, I am working firsthand with like ITV and their YouTube channels, and it's just such a big thing. It's crazy, honestly. But yeah, that's the thing. They were like, we want you to start as soon as possible. And I was like, oh, well, I'm on holiday now, so I couldn't put it anywhere because I couldn't tell anyone. I hadn't told my manager at my work that I was leaving. I couldn't put it anywhere, so we were just silently like celebrating. And then when I got back, I went straight to my manager and I said, I'm so sorry, but I can't believe I've been offered a media job. It's insane. I wasn't expecting it at all. And he was like, obviously, I understand, that's fine, because I've been there for 5 years. It's a long time and I haven't had any other job, and that's all I know is working in a pub, and it's crazy that I'm not there anymore. So they gave me the best send-off ever. They were so lovely. They got me some Pandora charms. They got me a massive balloon and cards, and it was just like incredible, the send-off. So I literally I said when's best to leave, and we agreed that because I was going away to Disneyland the week after, I might as well leave then. So I had less than a week before I was going, so I did my last shifts and I left, and then I went to Disneyland, and then they said, well, can we have you in on like the 25th of June? I was like, okay. So that left me with 5 days between getting back from Disneyland and moving to pack up my stuff, pack up my life and move here. I moved here on the Saturday, unpacked, had Sunday, Monday here to figure my life out, and then I was at work on the Tuesday. It's literally been a whirlwind, and people, when I get into the office, they're like, oh, have you settled in around? I'm like, yeah, I only moved 3 days ago and I started today. And they were like, oh, that is insane, which is even more insane for me, because I'm not, like I say, I'm not the type of person that's like, yeah, I'm fine for a change, I love doing things by myself. I don't really. I'm very like scared about stuff like that, and I don't like new things or doing things by myself. It's terrifying. So the fact that I've not only moved to London away from my family, friends and everything I knew, I've also got a new job in London with no one that I know, and I don't know it around there. Like, it is, I can't believe that I'm here doing this. It's not me at all, but I just thought I need to go for it. And the good thing is, obviously my boyfriend's been living here since I met him, so I know his family now, I know his friends, I know here, so that's the only good thing. It's safe, and they're all looking after me so well, and I'm so grateful for how everyone's just helping me settle in and move. But yeah, it's crazy. It's not been a smooth sailing start at all, not really with the job, but with everything else. Because day one, I woke up, checked the train app, it was like, delays, everything's been delayed and cancelled, and I was like, it's my first day and everything's delayed and cancelled as it is. So I just sort of had to get there, and there was just swarmed of people, and you just have to sort of stand and wait for the train to arrive, whichever one's going to come next. And I had a 10 o'clock start, and normally it's a 9:30, so I had the time, but it was just, it wasn't what I needed. It was stressful enough as it is. So when I eventually got there, I told everyone, oh, the trains were bad, blah blah, and I got to the office, got introduced to the team, had a tour. We have like 4 kitchens, every tea under the sun, a hot water tap. It's so weird because I've never had an office job. I don't know what it's like to be in this environment. It's just so new to me to be able to sit and have a cup of tea and eat while I'm working, because in my pub job you didn't have time to eat and drink. You always were standing on the bar taking food out, you were always doing something, you never had time to do that. So it's just so new to me. And on the first day I watched the person next to me editing Lorraine. He was working on Lorraine, so I was watching how he did that, and just basically just getting to grips with what we actually do. And then in the afternoon they actually let me edit some clips for Emmerdale. So basically with Emmerdale and Coronation Street you have premiums and non-premiums, because we have a target that we have to meet for uploading videos every month. So we've got the premiums, which are the main sort of storylines throughout each episode. So we sort of pick 3 or 4 main storyline clips to upload properly, that I design a thumbnail for, put an intro and outro, an end card, all of that, and they go properly onto the YouTube channel and scheduled. And then we have non-premiums, which are, we collect 50 clips every month from different episodes that are just sort of the minor storylines but are the funny bits, and they go onto our separate ITV YouTube channel. Yeah, they're just there to be uploaded to just sort of hit the targets, and for people to enjoy the sort of smaller bits that aren't the massive ones that have to have proper thumbnails and all of that malarkey. So I was working on the non-premiums, and it was really fun because I just had to clip through bits, save them somewhere, and we get sent the episodes in advance because obviously we have to schedule them and get them up with the times so that they're most popular and they get the most amount of views. So it was really interesting, like seeing what was going to happen and knowing that no one else has seen this yet. And I just think it's just such a cool concept, especially because I do sort of tend to watch the soaps as and when I can. So it makes life easier because it means I don't have to sit down and watch it when I get back from work. So I've already done it and seen it. So day 2, I think day 2 was fine with travel, didn't have any problems, got on my normal train. My working days from 9:30 till 6, so I leave the house at about 8 and I get back at about 7:30, so it's a long day, but it's what I want to do and I really enjoy it so far. So yeah, day 2, I worked on some more Emmerdale non-premiums, and then I also did a few premiums at the end of the day. They were like, do you want to learn how to do this? It's like, yes, get me on it. So yeah, I did a few premiums and they're up on the YouTube channel now, which is crazy. If you just YouTube Emmerdale, the first sort of 10 clips I think I did, which is like insane to be like, my work is already going out and I've only been there 2 days. And yeah, so I just carried on with the soaps and I watched Good Morning Britain, how that was edited. So I did Lorraine on the first day, Good Morning Britain on the second day. Then the third day was another day of delays with travel. Another load of trains were delayed. The one that I normally get was cancelled, so it meant the train was busier. And apparently it's not normally like this. It's not been like this since it snowed last year. It just seems to be whenever I want to use the trains, apparently. So that was a bit of a faff again, but I got there in the end. On day 3, I did Emmerdale non-premiums all day. I did 50 clips in a day, which the guy next to me was like, you've just done like a month's worth of work in one day. I was like, yeah, I was getting into it though. So that was the easiest way for me to do it, just get them all done in one day. And I also watched How to Do This Morning. So I was working my way through the shows. And then Friday, all good with the travel again, no problems. Friday I did Emmerdale premiums for the whole week because the guy who normally is in charge of them is sort of passing it on to me because he's going away. So he was like, I want to get as many uploaded and scheduled as we can. So we just got on with that and I just spent the day doing premiums. And I also watched How to Do This Morning and Love Island. So I've pretty much watched how to do all of them, I think, apart from Loose Women, I believe. I know sort of pretty much where everything is and how to edit it and stuff and who to email. So yeah, I was doing premiums all day on Friday for Emmerdale, and then they told me that on Monday I'll be doing some stuff for Love Island, which is really exciting. I don't really watch Love Island, so I'm gonna have to try and learn on the job. But yeah, they want me to edit some after some bits and clip out the interviews and all of that stuff. So on the Love Island YouTube channel, which we're nearly at 1 million subscribers for, so if you want to subscribe to that and get us to 1 million, that would be great. Yeah, so I'm going to be uploading some stuff onto their channel basically. So it's been a very packed 4 days, but I already feel like I know what I'm doing. It's more relaxed and it's amazing. I get to edit all day every day and I get to sit and have a cup of tea. And then on Fridays, we have a nice drinks hour. From 5 o'clock, they stock us up with beers, ciders, Prosecco's, snacks, cheeses, hummus, and we just get to snack and drink while we still work. And it's a really nice like environment, and it's just a nice place to work. I also found out on Friday that my job title is changing. I've had it for 3 days. Instead of being an operations assistant, I'm now being a junior content editor. There's a lot going there. So they thought it was best to sort of change the name of the job title, because especially for CVs, people don't really know what operations assistant is. I didn't really, and people that have been saying I've got this new job to are like, what's that? So it would be nice to have a new name change and have a sort of clear, concise job role, which is exciting, and the company's only going to get better and bigger, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I've had my first week there and it's been great living here. I've enjoyed it. We went out with friends yesterday. We went to the parks. It was absolutely so warm. I went to the pub and it was just nice to have a weekend off, because I don't normally get weekends off. I'm normally working, and it's just been so nice so far to have a media job and to enjoy going to work. I don't even think about what time it is. The time just flies. It's incredible how quickly it goes. But yeah, it's been really good so far, but I just thought I'd come and give you a life update. Everything's happening at once. And then obviously I got told that I'm running the marathon, and I went to Disneyland, and this is all happening in June. It's been a mental month, but I wouldn't have changed it. It's amazing. So yeah, it's going really well and I'm enjoying every second of it, and I'm sure I'll give you more updates, and I'm hoping to maybe do like some days in the life with me from what I can film. I don't know, I'm going to wait and see, because obviously it is very media related and it's YouTube related, and I feel like it links in quite well with this and filming and vlogging and everything. So we'll just have to see how it goes, but I'm hoping to be back with more videos about work and everything very soon. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now, and this is going to be the next chapter of my life, and this will be where all the vlogs and YouTube videos and everything are going to be made from now on. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of what's going to happen with this channel and where I'm going to be this time next year even. And I've really enjoyed filming it, and it's nice to get back to just filming some sit down videos and seeing how my life's progressing. So yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye.